Привет and welcome to this new video where I have a new vehicle. A new and exceedingly surprising vehicle that I haven't had to pay for at all. It's a gift and it's brand new. Here we go. Warning! Advertisement. Of all the things to have a warning for, an advertisement. It's not even a real advertisement. Advertisement. This is easily the biggest and heaviest item I've had sent to me so far. It's not that heavy, it's at 14 kilos. Most companies that send me things always say, could you do an unboxing video? But this one hasn't. They've been very, very relaxed about it. And because of that, I'm going to do an unboxing video. Although, I'm not. I've got to get it open. Here we go. All I had to do is just tighten these things up and basically it's ready to go. Does it come with any instructions? What kind of instructions would you need for this? Because it's just going to be a switch on, press, go, pull, lever to stop. Anything on here? Looks more like a kind of tag you'd get with a pair of walking boots. I'm going to say I feel remarkably stupid. Remarkably stupid indeed. Oh shit. One of the first issues with something like this, small wheels means that you can easily end up tipping yourself over. Oh. Never felt so ridiculous in my life. Probably doesn't help trying to ride it with the stand down. Gone and got the board dirty already. Headlamp. That guard's on the wonk a bit. Should you want to buy one of these, it will cost £199 new. Look, might as well just tell you, hadn't I? It's also advisable to wear a helmet, and you can buy a scooter helmet as an accessory. Although, why not just wear a bicycle helmet rather than buying a scooter helmet? You're going to look ridiculous anyway. Or do you suffer a different kind of brain injury when you fall off one of these to what you would do with a bike? It has brakes as well, which is good. And my only gripe about this really is, with the wheels being so small, you could very easily end up finding yourself lying face down in a puddle. And that's why I thought it would be fun to park it next to the Volvo, so you get the contrast of safety versus danger. Cosseting, something that makes your shins hurt. I say that, but actually I quite like it. The only thing is, it doesn't really seem to want to set off properly on this rutted surface, which is a real pity. Because when I received the email asking if I would like to review this particular item, my first thought was, no, not really. Why would I want one of those? Getting to work and back every day from here can be a rather unpleasant experience. It takes an hour to walk. Sometimes it will take half an hour just to drive. So this would be the perfect combination. Something I can just get on, ride, making no effort whatsoever. Yes, I will make use of this and it will save me some money. But then I found out that you can't ride it on the road. It's a motorised vehicle with no insurance. You can't ride it on the pavement. You can't ride it in public. You can only ride it on private land like this, which makes it completely pointless. Britain's the only place in Europe where you can't ride this thing. Everywhere else you can. Obviously, there are some safety concerns about this, but the government isn't really that interested in your safety or anybody else's. So why would they pick on this? I think possibly because it's a cheap way to get about. If people use these, they wouldn't bother going a couple of miles in their car unless it was pissing it down, which it will be. And given the amount of people I've seen riding around on these, it's probably why I didn't even realise that they weren't actually legal. But don't worry, because 2029, they're going to try and sort something out so that we can ride them. Although they'll probably make it so expensive to do that it won't be worthwhile doing. Pity really, because I wanted to do a proper review of this. But how can you do a proper review if you can't take it anywhere to do it? It doesn't work in the yard, it's too rutty. So yesterday I did end up feeling just a little bit disheartened by the whole e-scooter thing, thinking I need to find some other private land somewhere else that's a bit less rutted so I can give a better example of it being in action. Today, I thought I'll give it another go down here. This time, I'm going to make it go fast. And with that, I am prepared to put the helmet of safety upon my bunts just in case of any mishaps. Because this time, I'm going to do a bit of a better job of riding it. It's quite heavy for a scooter, and that means that if you happen to swing the back round whilst trying to manoeuvre it and crack that on your ankle, it really does hurt. And I know that because I've just done it. Because of the regeneration into the battery from both wheels, it means that when you're pushing it like that, it doesn't exactly free wheel. So you could easily end up with the back tipping like that, and that's where you clack your ankle and then shout at it instead. I'm not sure whether to be thankful or not, because down to the UK laws regarding these things means that I don't have to suffer the indignity of being seen riding it. But I care a lot less about what people think I look like than your average person, so I couldn't really give a hoot. I would see somebody riding one of these and come to the wrong conclusion possibly, and people will come to the wrong conclusion about me, except if I actually do it, because their conclusion will be you shouldn't be riding that, and that would be correct. So the only way to make myself feel even more ridiculous whilst riding this on the streets if I could, yeah, maybe a top knot, maybe a plait in my beard, maybe a t-shirt that says just stop oil. Strictly speaking, I'm not even supposed to ride it in here, because although this is private land, you are still supposed to get permission to use it. So that rules out places like car parks, supermarket car parks. Whose permission do you ask to ride it on Tesco's supermarket car park after 4 o'clock on a Sunday when there's nothing there anyway? Tesco itself? The manager? The police? The sad fact is that this scooter is designed for commuting. Eco-friendly travel to and from work, the shops or what have you. It's got a big enough range to be able to get you to most places you might want to go to, and you will not need to put much effort into doing it, and it won't cost you any money on fuel. And that is why Britain is backwards to just rule out the use of these because it's a motor vehicle. I just don't think it's quite right. As far as the product goes, great, I love it. I love it even more with the fact that I can't even use it. Maybe when 2029 rolls round and legislation finally happens and they'll find a way of these being allowed to be on the roads or the pavements or what have you, so long as you can be completely shafted with insurance. Too right, they shouldn't be on the road. Nothing like this should be on the road without insurance. You lycra-clad lunatics, you shouldn't be on the road. This is a popular opinion with people who drive, of course. But many people drive and cycle. Many people drive and possibly even scooter. Personally, I'd love the opportunity to be able to stay out of the old Swedish tin box and use this instead when I don't need to use the car. For many people like me, we already pay insurance. We already pay road tax. Yes, it is a tax. To drive these horribly badly maintained potholes by the councils that prefer to build in new pedestrian crossings rather than educating pedestrians to look where they're going. It was not my intention for this to turn into a rant, but what harm do cyclists and scooter riders actually do? If they're a menace and ride in an unsafe fashion, which many of them do, fair enough, but otherwise they don't damage the road, they don't damage the environment, they don't do any wrong. And sometimes I just think it's the motorist being bitter, jealous of someone who can be asked to actually get out of the car and ride to work. Because for one thing, it's not even safe to do half the time. Personally, I'd love to ride to work quite a lot more on the roads, but it's dangerous. It's dangerous because people just do not give a shit about anything other than their own journey. But really, I think the legalities around this simple fact. Government wants to make money out of you driving, so they let you drive. And then they want to bang on about doing it in a clean fashion, so then they can charge you even more for not doing it in a clean fashion. And then when you do something like buy an e-scooter, they don't want you doing that because you can't do anything to contribute towards their massive pockets that need filling. And so, We've just got to wait until they find a way to really sting your arse. And that'll come quite soon. And so I end this video in the car, which isn't what I wanted. But thank you for watching it this far. And thank you for being a subscriber. And a big thank you to iScooter for sending me this product that I can't use. Please send more things to me. You've got my email address, just come on. Let's have some more useful stuff come my way. Thank you very much for my subscribers. Thank you for my channel members. Thank you for watching. Thank you for commenting. Thank you for liking the video. And I'll see you in the next one. See, this is how I overtake a cyclist. And this is how other people do it. It's not nice. It's not nice at all.